I'm prepared for the lesson not to necessarily go to the plan because we have to respond to how the kids are learning, so I'm willing to be nimble and change it if need be. I want to see hands up.
Some of these Greycoat Hospital School Year 9s have already taken GCSE Maths, but today they're being asked to think outside the box, or at least inside the triangle.
Look at the triangle in front of you, and I want you to tell me what maths you see. You've got 2 minutes in pairs. Your time starts now. Go. I think in planning an outstanding lesson, I think it's really important that it is multi-part and that the kids are actually engaged and taking ownership of the lesson. Who did talk about ratio? Okay, Becky, tell me what fraction is shaded.
1/4.
Stand up if you think 1/4 is shaded. Becky, it's fine, thank you for being honest. One person, okay. No.
While at the Greycoats Hospital School, Seema usually plans every lesson herself, at Warden Park School the planning is much more collaborative. Teachers divide it up and often find themselves teaching from a colleague's template. It's all done electronically.
As a department, we have an understanding that everyone's lessons will start in the same way, and it just offers consistency to all of our lessons. So we always have the title, and we always have the objective, and we always have the starter on the first page. Today, what we're going to be looking at is combining all our quadratic skills that we've done up to now. What I do for each page is I add page notes. So this is something just for the teacher that explains exactly what they have to do in the lesson. So the starter for this activity is students have to say what method they would use for solving this quadratic equation. The quadratic formula, excellent. So what I've done on the teacher's notes is just said the answer, just in case the teacher was a bit unsure.
At the Greycoats Hospital School, Seema is indeed having to be nimble in her planning when she uncovers a missing segment of mathematical knowledge.
Okay, better. What is a segment, Mahaney?
Is it when the shapes are different?
Okay. Who can actually show me with their body the shape that segment is from, or a fraction of? Nadia, show me. This is Nadia's circle. Do you want to do this circle?
Just about.
Chrissy has devised a quadratics race. The winning table has to work out 6 equation rules and then use the information to draw a graph.
You need someone in your group needs to come up to the front, check their problem with me. If you're right, I will give you clue card number 1.
I see this lesson as slightly confusing to someone else who hasn't written the lesson. So again, the page notes are really important here to tell you exactly what's going on.
You can do all your working out on your mini whiteboards. Your final problem, the answer will be on graph paper.
Both teachers plan for pupil self-assessment in their plenary.
Now, at the end of the lesson, we always ask that students do self-assessment. Teachers put on a standard page, which is traffic lighting, red, amber, green, and effort, excellent, good, satisfactory, unsatisfactory.
So what do you think you were then today, red, amber or green?
Amber.
And I get really confused between the square thing and factorising because they're both boxes.
You think you were green? Green team, you did win.
Yeah, we did win.
So the green team, but maybe just a hint of amber.
Yeah. Well,
Does anyone else tell me what is your homework task? I want you to come up with it rather than me tell you straight away. Talia.
We have to come up with 4 GCSE questions based on different topics in algebra.
Absolutely. Oh, you know how I found that. That's really good. Well done. Okay, right. Do you like that task?
Yes, I do like that task because it makes me think.
So, did the maths teacher think the lesson worked well?
I didn't actually quite stick to my lesson plan.
The shapes are different.
It was just one particular comment from Mahaney where she said she wasn't sure what a segment or a sector was. The lesson plan changed at that moment. So I wouldn't massively change anything I did today because I had to respond to the kids' needs and their actual responses.
I thought the lesson went really well. If I was going to change one thing, I most probably would have tried to have a little bit of work on plotting graphs and tables of values beforehand, because I think some of them were a bit thrown by that.
It's really important to try and ask good quality questions, and the questioning needs to be not just based on recall, it needs to be higher order, probing, questions that push the kids to take risks and measured risks. That's the way I think kids maximise their learning.